KoKo Language Learning, Listening, and Shadowing podcast.
Hey, Allie. How have you been? It's really great to be back here doing this.
I'm doing great, thanks, Jacob. Always look forward to these chats. How about you?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I'm really excited for today. We've got something pretty special lined up for everyone listening to KoKo Language Learning podcast. I think you're going to love this.
Absolutely. Today we're jumping into, well, a really fun and useful part of English, idioms.
That's right. So for the next maybe 10 or 15 minutes, we're basically going to unlock 10 common English idioms. Our goal is to help you, quickly get what they mean, see how to use them so you sound natural.
Yeah, more like a native speaker.
Exactly. And it's not just memorizing phrases. It's more about getting those aha moments, that deeper feel for everyday English. Just listening will help your comprehension. And the shadowing practice we do.
Yeah.
It's going to boost your speaking confidence, your intonation, all of that.
It's so true. Idioms are kind of like little cultural shortcuts. They make the language way more vivid, more expressive.
Yep.
And they're really essential if you want to truly understand native speakers because, well, we use them all the time without even thinking.
Right.
Learning these really helps you get past just basic words and, engage with how rich the language actually is. It's about reaching that next level, understanding those little nuances.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, let's dive right in then. Our first idiom. Okay, let's unpack this one. Bite off more than you can chew.
Ah, classic. Heard this one a lot.
Yeah. It basically means taking on a task or responsibility that's just too big or like too difficult for you to handle properly.
Right, like trying to eat a giant sandwich in one go. You just can't.
Exactly that image.
Yeah.
So, for example, maybe someone accepts 2 full-time jobs. Whoa, they've probably bitten off more than they can chew.
Definitely. Or trying to do a massive project all alone.
Totally. That's biting off more than you can chew.
And what's interesting about that phrase, bite off more than you can chew, is how it sort of reflects this practical mindset. It's almost like a gentle warning, Don't be too ambitious without checking if you can actually manage it.
That's a great way to put it. Like, knowing your limits is important, too.
Exactly. It's about being realistic.
Okay, let's hear how it sounds in quick chat. Dialogue 1. A says, I signed up for 3 advanced courses this semester.
And B replies, wow, sounds like you bit off more than you can chew.
Dialogue 2. A asks, why is he so stressed lately?
B answers, he totally bit off more than he could chew at work with that new client.
All right, now it's your turn to practice. We'll say each line, then pause so you can repeat it. Really try to mimic how we say it, the ups and downs. Okay, dialogue 1. Listen, then repeat after me. A. I signed up for 3 advanced courses this semester. Pause.
B. Wow, sounds like you bit off more than you can chew.
Pause.
Oh.
And dialogue 2. Listen, then repeat. A. Why is he so stressed lately?
Pause. B. He totally bit off more than he could chew at work with that new client.
C. It's a pretty useful phrase, right? Helps you understand why someone's feeling overwhelmed.
Uh-huh. Or even helps you realize, maybe I need to scale back a bit.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes if you do bite off more than you can chew, well, things don't end well. Sometimes they fail spectacularly.
Oh, yeah.
And for that, we have our next idiom, go down in flames.
Ooh, dramatic.
Totally. It means to fail completely and usually, yeah, really dramatically. Not just a small mistake, but like a total crash and burn.
Right. A big public failure often.
Exactly. Like his big new business idea. Sadly, it went down in flames after just 6 months.
Or the whole event plan went down in flames when the venue canceled. Ouch.
Yeah, ouch is right.
And that visual going down in flames, it's so powerful because it usually does imply something public, something noticeable. You wouldn't usually say your attempt to bake cookies quietly went down in flames.
Mm-hmm. No, probably not.
It suggests we use these big, dramatic phrases for the big failures, maybe to highlight how serious they were, or as a warning to others, perhaps.
That's a really sharp insight. It definitely adds weight. Okay, let's hear it used. Dialogue 1. A asks, how is your big presentation to the board?
And B says, maybe sadly, oh, it went down in flames. The audience hated every single idea.
Dialogue 2.
Oh.
A asks, did their new app finally succeed after all that development?
B replies, no, sadly, it went down in flames almost immediately after launch.
Okay, your turn again. Listen carefully and repeat after us. Dialogue 1. Listen, then repeat. A. How was your big presentation to the board?
Pause.
B.
Oh, it went down in flames. The audience hated every single idea. Pause.
Dialogue 2. Listen, then repeat.
A.
Did their new app finally succeed after all that development? Pause.
B. No, sadly, it went down in flames almost immediately after launch. Pause. You'll hear this one quite a bit, especially in news reports or maybe describing like a failed project. Understanding it helps you catch the full drama of the situation.
Definitely. Okay, so when things do go down in flames, or even just when we're super stressed,
Yeah.
sometimes we just need to hear this next phrase.
Which is,
Pull yourself together.
yes, very direct.
It is. It means basically calm down. Get control of your emotions, especially when you're upset or panicking. It's about regaining your composure.
Getting back in control.
Exactly. For example, look, you need to pull yourself together before you go into that exam, or you won't be able to think straight.
Right. Or after crying for a bit, she took a deep breath and, pulled herself together. This one really points to like resilience, doesn't it? And self-control. It implies you're making a conscious effort to get stable again.
It does.
But it's interesting. While it's about inner strength, it's often said by someone else trying to help. So it can be supportive, not just like a command.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
It often comes from a place of wanting to help someone cope. Let's hear some examples. Dialogue 1. A says, maybe frantically, I can't stop panicking about this deadline.
And B responds, trying to calm them, hey, pull yourself together. You've got this. You'll be fine.
Dialogue 2. A observes, she looked really upset during the meeting, but then seemed to calm down.
B confirms, yeah, she definitely pulled herself together and continued like a pro. And hey, just a quick reminder here for everyone listening. Learning English, especially these idioms, and getting the intonation right, well, it might not feel easy right away.
That's true. It takes practice.
Totally. But if you keep listening, keep repeating along with us during the practice parts, you really can improve your intonation. You'll start sounding more natural, more like a native speaker.
Yeah, it's not just about fluency, right? Your actual pronunciation gets better too.
Exactly. And hey, if you're finding these deep dives helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, maybe give us a like or share it with friends.
Yeah, it honestly really motivates us to keep creating this stuff for you.
It really does.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now let's practice. Pull yourself together. Ready? Dialogue 1. Listen, then repeat. A. I can't stop panicking about this deadline. Pause.
B, hey, pull yourself together. You've got this. You'll be fine. Pause.
Dialogue 2. Listen, then repeat. A. She looked really upset during the meeting, but then seemed to calm down.
Pause. B, yeah, she definitely pulled herself together and continued like a pro. Pause.
Such a useful phrase, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Helps you understand that moment of someone regaining control or being encouraged to.
Definitely. Very practical.
Okay, so sometimes, thankfully, we don't quite go down in flames. Phew. Maybe we just barely make it.
Oh, I know this feeling.
Right, that's our next idiom. By the skin of your teeth.
Huh. Love this one.
It means you barely, and I mean barely, succeeded or escaped something difficult. Like by the absolute narrowest margin possible.
Just scraped by.
Totally. For instance, he passed that super hard exam by the skin of his teeth, just 1 point over the pass mark.
Wow. Or we caught the train by the skin of our teeth. Like the doors were actually closing as we jumped on.
Exactly.
And what's really cool about this one is how old it is. Apparently, it's even in the Bible, in the book of Job.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It perfectly captures that idea of an incredibly narrow escape. Because, I mean, the skin of your teeth, what even is that? It's basically nothing, right?
Right. There's no skin there.
Exactly. It shows just how little room for error there was.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it. Dialogue 1. A asks, did you manage to finish that huge report on time for the deadline?
B replies, maybe sounding relieved, yes, but only by the skin of my teeth. I submitted it with seconds to spare.
Dialogue 2. A asks, how on earth did your team win that championship game?
B says, by the skin of our teeth, it was incredibly close, right down to the final play.
Okay, practice time. Listen and repeat after us. Dialogue 1. Listen, then repeat. A. Did you manage to finish that huge report on time for the deadline? Pause.
B. Yes, but only by the skin of my teeth. I submitted it with seconds to spare. Pause.
Dialogue 2. Listen, then repeat. A. How on earth did your team win that championship game?
Pause. By the skin of our teeth, it was incredibly close, right down to the final play. Pause.
Have you ever had one of those moments? I bet you have.
Oh, for sure.
This idiom just nails that feeling of a super close call, whether it's, catching a train or passing a test. Now, speaking of close calls, maybe pushing things,
Yeah.
sometimes we push ourselves way too hard for too long.
Uh-oh. I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, it leads right into our 5th idiom. Burn the candle at both ends.
The exhaustion idiom.
Totally. It means you're overworking yourself, doing way too much. Often it implies working very late and starting very early, so you get hardly any rest.
Like a candle burning down super fast from both sides.
Exactly that image. For instance, She's been burning the candle at both ends, trying to juggle her full-time job and studying for her master's.
Wow, yeah. Or you're gonna burn out if you keep burning the candle at both ends like this. It's just not sustainable.
Right. It's a warning.
Yeah, and it really acts as a clear warning, doesn't it? About how overwork just isn't sustainable. It points to that modern thing where, ambition or just needing to get by pushes people past their limits. It suggests, like, yeah, you might get a lot done now, but the costs later on to your health, your energy, it's probably too high.
It's such a vivid phrase, isn't it? That candle image. Okay, let's hear some dialogues. Dialogue 1. A says, "You look absolutely exhausted lately. Are you getting any sleep?"
B admits, honestly, I've been burning the candle at both ends trying to meet all these project deadlines.
Dialogue 2. A wonders, why is he always so tired and irritable these days?
B explains, because he burns the candle at both ends, working 2 jobs and studying at night.
Okay, your turn to practice this one. Listen and repeat. Dialogue 1. Listen, then repeat. A. You look absolutely exhausted lately. Are you getting any sleep?
Pause.
B. Honestly, I've been burning the candle at both ends trying to meet all these project deadlines. Pause.
Dialogue 2, listen, then repeat. A. Why is he always so tired and irritable these days? Pause.
B. Because he burns the candle at both ends, working 2 jobs and studying at night. Pause.
It's a really clear image, right? So understanding this helps you talk about feeling overworked.
Or recognizing it in other people, maybe offering some support. Good point.
Yeah.
Now, even if you're not burning the candle at both ends, life, it has a habit of surprising us.
Definitely.
Things suddenly change, challenges pop up unexpectedly,
Yeah.
and that's exactly when we say life throws in a curveball.
Ah, the curveball.
Yeah.
Love the baseball connection.
Yeah. It means to introduce something unexpected, often something tricky or challenging, into a situation that was going along normally.
It just changes everything, catches you off guard.
Exactly. Like the teacher threw in a curveball question on the final exam that nobody saw coming.
Or, more generally, just when you think you have everything figured out, life throws you a curveball.
So true.
And yeah, that baseball origin is fascinating. A curveball pitch literally curves unexpectedly, making it hard to hit.
Right.
So it translates perfectly to any kind of unexpected problem or twist that just messes with our plans. It kind of highlights how much we prefer things to be predictable, maybe.
That makes so much sense. Okay, let's hear how it sounds. Dialogue 1. Amy says, I heard the exam was pretty straightforward this year.
B replies, mostly, yeah, but then they threw in one curveball question that really stumped everyone.
Dialogue 2. A starts, everything was going perfectly well with our plans until...
B jumps in. They threw a curveball at us, right? I know that feeling.
Okay, let's practice.
Yeah.
Listen carefully and repeat.
Yeah.
Dialogue 1. Listen, then repeat. A. I heard the exam was pretty straightforward this year. Pause.
B. Mostly, yeah, but then they threw in one curveball question that really stumped everyone.
Pause. Listen, then repeat. A. Everything was going perfectly well with our plans until...
Pause. They threw a curveball at us, right? I know that feeling.
Pause. This is such a great idiom for describing those sudden surprises, right? Those unexpected twists in plans or life or even just a conversation.
Yeah, it really captures that feeling of being caught off guard.
Now, when those curveballs do come along, someone usually has to step up and decide, okay, what do we do now?
Right. Someone needs to take charge.
Exactly. And that brings us to our seventh idiom, call the shots.
Meaning, be the boss.
Pretty much. It means to be in charge, to be in control, the person making the important decisions. It's all about having authority.
Got it.
For example, in this company, the senior manager clearly calls the shots. All major decisions go through her.
Okay. Or she's a really assertive team leader. She definitely likes calling the shots.
Mm-hmm.
This one is really all about power dynamics, isn't it? And leadership.
Yeah.
It points directly to who has the final say in a situation.
Yeah, it's very clear.
And it's often used to describe someone who's decisive, which is good, but sometimes, depending on how you say it, it could maybe hint that they don't share decisions much.
That's a great point about the nuance. It depends on the context. Okay, let's hear it used. Dialogue 1.
Yeah.
A asks, who's actually responsible for deciding the new project schedule?
B replies simply, the director calls the shots on all those timelines.
Dialogue 2. A comments, he comes across as a bit too bossy sometimes, don't you think?
B explains, well, that's probably because he's used to calling the shots in his previous role.
All right, time to practice. Call the shots. Listen and repeat. Dialogue 1. Listen, then repeat. A. Who's actually responsible for deciding the new project schedule? Pause.
B. The director calls the shots on all those timelines. Pause.
Dialogue 2. Listen, then repeat. A. He comes across as a bit too bossy sometimes, don't you think?
Pause. Well, that's probably because he's used to calling the shots in his previous role. Pause.
So, understanding who calls the shots is pretty useful, right? It helps
Uh-huh.
you figure out how things work in an office or on a team.
Or even just in family decisions sometimes. It's about knowing who's in charge.
Exactly. Now, all these decisions, these challenges, the effort people put in, they all have results, consequences, especially in the long run.
Thinking ahead.
Yep. Our eighth idiom, in the long run, means over a long period of time or eventually. It's about the ultimate outcome, not just what happens right now.
The bigger picture result.
Perfect way to put it. For example, making these changes might be tough right now, but it will definitely help the company in the long run.
Right. Or eating healthy and exercising regularly always pays off in the long run, even if you don't see results immediately.
So true.
What's interesting here is how it focuses on foresight and maybe delayed gratification in a world that often wants things now.
Right. Instant results.
Yeah. This idiom reminds us to step back and think about the lasting impact. Good things often take time.
Patience and perspective. Definitely. Let's listen to it in a chat. Dialogue 1. A asks, why should I bother saving a small amount of money every month now?
B explains, because it's always better for your financial security in the long run.
Dialogue 2. A complains, studying for hours every day feels so boring and repetitive.
B agrees, but adds, true, but it seriously benefits you in the long run when you achieve your goals.
Okay, let's practice this useful phrase. Listen and repeat. Dialogue 1. Listen, then repeat. A. Why should I bother saving a small amount of money every month now? Pause.
B, because it's always better for your financial security in the long run.
Dialogue 2. Listen, then repeat. A. Studying for hours every day feels so boring and repetitive. Pause.
True, but it seriously benefits you in the long run when you achieve your goals. Pause.
This is a super, super common phrase. You'll hear it all the time when people talk about investing or building habits or planning for the future.
Yeah, it helps you talk about that bigger picture over time.
Definitely. Now, while thinking long term is usually good,
Yeah.
sometimes we do the opposite. We act too quickly.
Oh, yeah. Without thinking it through.
Exactly. That's when we jump the gun. Our ninth idiom.
Like starting a race too early?
Precisely. It means to act too soon, before the right time, often without having all the info or thinking about what might happen.
Rushing into things.
Totally. For instance, he completely jumped the gun by sending out the official announcement email before it was even approved. Whoops.
Oh, dear. Or, hey, don't jump the gun, wait for all the instructions before you start working on the project.
Right. Good advice.
This idiom really underlines how important timing is, doesn't it? Just like in a race, starting too early can mess things up, cause mistakes.
Yeah. Or you might have to start over.
Exactly. And it often implies maybe a bit of impatience or maybe overexcitement. Like your emotions made you act before thinking it through properly.
Oh, I'm so guilty of jumping the gun sometimes. I actually once announced a friend's engagement on social media.
Oh, no.
Yeah, before she'd even told her parents. Major jump the gun moment led to a very awkward phone call, let me tell you.
Oh, wow. That's a perfect example, Jacob. It really shows how jumping the gun isn't just about process, it's about the social oops moments, too.
So true. Okay, let's hear some less embarrassing dialogues. Dialogue 1A asks, did you already start the second phase of the experiment?
Be a miss. Yeah, I jumped the gun a bit. I thought we were cleared to go.
Dialogue 2A asks, why is she so upset with him right now?
B explains, because he jumped the gun and made a big decision about their vacation without even consulting her.
Okay, now let's practice jump the gun. Listen and repeat. Dialogue 1, listen, then repeat. A, did you already start the second phase of the experiment? Pause.
B, yeah, I jumped the gun a bit. I thought we were cleared to go. Pause.
Dialogue 2, listen, then repeat. A, why is she so upset with him right now? Pause.
B, because he jumped the gun and made a big decision about their vacation without even consulting her. Pause.
So yeah, perfect idiom for describing being impatient or making mistakes because you didn't wait for the right moment or all the facts.
Very useful one to know.
Okay, finally, whether we're dealing with stress or pain or maybe big challenges, we often try to stop them from getting worse, right? Try to manage them.
Yeah, keep them under control.
Exactly. And that brings us perfectly to our 10th and final idiom for today. Keep something at bay.
Keeping problems away.
Pretty much. It means to prevent something, usually something negative, from coming closer, from taking hold, or from becoming worse. It's about maintaining control over it.
Holding it off.
Yeah. Like she found that daily exercise was a great way to keep her stress levels at bay.
That makes sense. Or the new medicine worked wonders. It kept the chronic pain at bay for several hours. This idiom really highlights those proactive steps we take, doesn't it? The ongoing effort needed to manage difficult things, feelings, or situations.
Yeah, it's not just reacting.
Right. It implies this continuous active process of prevention, trying to stop the problem before it gets too big.
It feels quite empowering, actually. Like you have some agency. Okay, let's hear the dialogues for this last one. Dialogue 1, A asks, how do you manage to handle all the daily pressure and stress?
B shares, I make sure to meditate every morning to keep it at bay.
Dialogue 2,
Yeah.
A asks, did the new pill the doctor prescribed actually work for your migraines?
B confirms, yeah, thankfully it kept the headache at bay for most of the day.
All right, let's practice our final idiom. Listen and repeat. Dialogue 1. Listen, then repeat. A. How do you manage to handle all the daily pressure and stress?
B. I make sure to meditate every morning to keep it at bay. Pause.
Dialogue 2. Listen, then repeat. A. Did the new pill the doctor prescribed actually work for your migraines?
Pause. Yes. Thankfully, it kept the headache at bay for most of the day. Pause.
Such a useful idiom, right? Great for talking about coping strategies, health, or really any kind of preventative action.
Definitely covers a lot of situations.
Wow. Okay. So we have covered a lot of ground today. We unpacked 10 really essential idioms that honestly add so much flavor and depth.
Makes you sound more natural.
Exactly. More like a native speaker in conversation. Remember, everyone, idioms aren't just, random groups of words. They're like little windows into the culture, into how people think.
That's so true.
And understanding them, that's a huge step towards feeling really fluent and confident when you speak English.
And maybe this raises an interesting question for you, listening at home. How do these unique, often really visual images that idioms create, how do they actually shape the way we understand things and the way we express ourselves?
Ooh.
Well, thinking about where they came from, the pictures they paint in your mind, that can unlock even deeper layers of meaning, not just in English, but maybe in how we see language overall.
That is a fantastic thought to end on. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the, fascinating world of English idioms here on KoKo Language Learning Podcast.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Keep listening out for these phrases now in movies, songs, conversations. You'll be surprised how often they pop up.
And now you'll know exactly what they mean.
Exactly. You'll be ready. Okay, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, everyone.